Procedure in progress. So, we are in the ICU waiting room. Jeff is currently getting surgery again right now. Basically, they're surgery number 2. They're basically going to go in and see if any of the infection has been reduced.
They're just checking. They're just going in to clean it again and make sure that the skin is still alive.
So this is where we're really going to probably determine whether or not they can save the other fingers, and that's what we're really hoping for. That's been the big thing here. I mean, that's going to change a lot if they can't, and it ends up that they have to amputate his hand, and obviously that would change everything in his life. So we're praying, hoping that that's not the case. Hopefully the infection has been reduced by the chamber treatments, and he can keep them. So we'll find out soon.
All right, so they did the traumatic, so he had a traumatic injury left to the left hand, complex IND, which is incision and debridement, with excisional debridement and washout of the left hand. Left index finger, distal pharynx, open fracture debridement. So they fixed the nail bed repair here. Nothing, that's all they did was just a clean out.
But but I mean, that's a good sign that they would repair thinking that they're going to be able to save those fingers.
Of course.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great.
And he goes to HBO twice a day. That's really great. 100% oxygen.
Yes.
Yeah. So just
because I know the concern was that middle finger, saving the middle finger.
Right.
Good.
So
good,
there's
good.
nothing. It doesn't state nothing about the middle finger, though, does it?
No.
No, but there's just they did the IND of the left hand. They just cleaned it out. Perfect. Right. No issues.
Awesome.
It's good news.
The only thing we worry about if we can feel the tip, make sure they're warm, not cold or black.
Yep. And he's moving his middle finger a little.
Listen,
barely,
I've seen
but
people move fingers and they were. I see the bone.
Yeah.
So that is not really an indication. What we're going to is the feel, the touch. If it's cold or black, then it's starting to go bad.
Okay.
We don't want that.
The very next morning.
All right, everybody. So it's Monday morning. Jeff had that surgery yesterday that we kind of briefed you on. She read the description on the computer to us. But today they're going to go ahead and unwrap his arm. Check out his hand. You going to clean it, or are you just going to...
I don't know.
Not sure. I'm just going to evaluate it. Just going to evaluate it?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
That's right there.
Okay.
He's just next door opening someone else up.
Oh, sweet. Well, at least we'll get a really good update then.
Sorry. I'm just trying to make it maneuver. Okay, pull your hand out.
It's stuck.
Okay.
It's stuck down there.
Okay. Just sit right here.
Just stuck to your finger, isn't it?
All right. Let me grab some Purison.
Oh, breaker free.
Sorry. Getting wet. Can you pull?
You might want to shoot that liquid right here on the... You can see where the skin's dragging on the gauze.
Okay, you see it? Okay.
Yep, right there. That might free it up.
Oh, don't cut it off.
Yeah, it's really stuck on there.
It's bleeding, and that's why it's stuck on there. So I'm just kind of... I'm just lifting.
This is a little pry bar action.
Yeah.
Let me try to... This is the craziest thing, you know, it's just...
There she free.
Oh, how nice was that? All right. They've been irrigating you?
A little bit.
Okay. It's just tender because everything's kind of sticking. I hear you. Don't do that yet. No sucking teeth. It's okay. All right, drop your hands so I can see.
Dude, it's gonna be stuck in that now.
It's okay. If that's the worst pain you feel.
Well, that's nice. You know, I don't know if Ashton told you, but that's so
I don't know why you didn't. Sorry.
I might want to stop recording.
Just a few minutes later.
Maybe just a little bit. I don't need to go crazy, but I am hurting a little
Yes,
bit.
that's what I want you, because I know.
Roommate
What's that?
said you should give the fentanyl to the roommate.
You only get
man.
sausage egg McMuffins.
Just take some of that oxygen.
All right, everybody. So the doctor just came in here and just basically gave us a very in-depth description of what's going on. I mean, what this looks like. He was super happy with the way the meat and everything around his hand looked. Really good. So that was very encouraging. And then basically laid out some ideas on where to go from this point. So I'm gonna hang out here with Jeff for a little bit, and then when I get outside, I'll update you on what he said and keep you guys up to date. All right, guys. So you guys just seen Jeff getting his hand undressed, and I was gonna keep things rolling, but the doctor came in and he asked that we take the camera off. So out of respect for him, we did so. And I'm going to try to give you an update on exactly what he said. I'm probably not going to hit on every little detail because he was very descriptive. It was very informative. Starting off, though, I will say, very positive. Yes! 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 He was like, it looks spectacular. The top, the bottom, everything. He was like, best case scenario ever right now. Like, looks so good. He did say when he had the first surgery and they opened him up, there was a ton of dirt, debris, little pebbles and stuff like that from the track. There was also 4 bugs in there already eating at the flesh. So that was a little concerning, but you know, they took care of them, got the bugs out of there, got the dirt out of there, cleaned what they could. Didn't want to aggravate it too much because there's obviously enough trauma going on to begin with. So then he went on just to kind of advise Jeff, or basically give Jeff some options of what direction he can go with now. He did bring up the idea that we do have a hand surgeon back at home, and honestly, if Jeff felt like it, if he wanted to go home, he could basically go home because this doctor has pretty much done everything that they can do in this stage. Hyperbaric chambers are definitely doing their job, and then he did suggest another way of cleaning because they are going to go in again on Wednesday and they want to close it up. They want to start closing some stuff up, and that's where they started talking about how they basically attach your hand to your stomach.
The abdominal flap.
Yeah, and they let the skin start to build and regrow and all that stuff. So there's 2 options when it comes to that, the abdominal flap, or they use this gel stuff that they basically coat it with, but it's not as good. When you do the abdominal flap, it's going to let the skin grow thicker, and it'll basically give a little bit more of a pad there. So
And
they
there's
say
less
people that
chance
go
of-
that way, when they're post-op and they're healing, and they go to set their hand on something, a lot less feeling. It doesn't hurt as much.
Yeah.
And
there's a
more
lot
comfortable.
less. There's a lot less chance of rejection and stuff like that.
Yep.
And the chance of infection. The body naturally, when it's in its own environment, is more likely to be able to fight off the infection and keep itself healthy.
Right. And with that gel, it can dry out, and it's just not the best route. But some people take that route, for whatever reasons. But I don't think. Well, I know Jeff's already decided. He's doing the abdominal flap, and that's what he's gonna do. So what the doctor wanted to get to, I kind of jumped ahead a little bit here. Said that I've done everything in this stage that I can do. If you want to stay here in Georgia, we'll continue to treat you. We'll do what our plan is, and we'll go ahead with the decisions that you make with the flap and things like that, and we'll do that. But if you want to get home and you have a surgeon at home and you want to work out a plan with him, right now is the time to decide that. We'll get you through the rest of the hyperbaric chambers,
So that's
make sure
10
the
days.
infection's gone, and then they also added in, which we just went down and did, and I'll do a couple clips here. They really didn't want the cameras down there and all that stuff, and I understand that, but here's a clip of that. The sign behind it says no cameras, so we're gonna do quick. We're so cool. Jeff he's got the scrubbing bubbles working on him right now. You've seen the commercials.
You did good, kid.
I got this pump here that basically sends pulsating bubbles up through the bottom, and it's going to help agitate the meat around Jeff's hand and just clean out any other dirt, debris, anything that's in there. It's just going to make it a lot easier for Wednesday when the doctor goes in and does what he needs to do. And that was basically like a bubble bath, a whirlpool for your hand, and that was going to make it a lot more cleaner for the doctor on Wednesday when he goes in there to close him up and do what he has to do for traveling, because that is the option Jeff's taking. So Wednesday when we go home, we're going to take his entire chart, all of his x-rays, all of his paperwork. We're going to take that to Dr. Muha back in our hometown and then let him start formulating a plan. So then by the time Jeff gets home, they already have something they can talk about. So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Gives them a little head start on things. So they're going to do one more of the freaking whirlpool bath on his hand. And then now they're going to up the hyperbaric chambers to twice a day. This afternoon he's going to do another one, which will take him to 4. And then by Thursday, he'll be done with them. So potentially, he can go home on Friday. Amy and Jeff's parents, they're going to come up here. And then we're going to head out. And then they'll probably bring him home. And then I guess we'll pick this back up at home. So pretty awesome. Well, we'll probably give you an update on Wednesday when he goes in. So the other option on Wednesday was that gel. They were going to like coat everything with that gel for us to travel home. But like I said, that gel can dry up. They want to keep the wound as moist as possible. So they are going to take Godiva skin. Am I saying that right? Godiva skin, not Godiva skin. I'm thinking of like chocolate and shit.
Godiva chocolate.
We don't want to put Godiva chocolate on there. So they're going to take Godiva skin and they're actually going to seal up the wound. And that will basically keep everything closed, clean, and moist for the travel home. And then Dr. Muha can open that back up and then they can do whatever they need to do. And that's at that point is when Dr. Muha will basically sew his hand to his stomach and let kind of like the regeneration start happening, you know?
Yeah,
so
that's awesome. And Muha was really excited about that. When he heard that, he was very, very confident and he really liked that option.
And that's awesome.
So I feel comfortable with him saying that. So he's the best of the best. So
honestly, I mean, I know this is horrific. It's a tragic situation to happen. It's, I mean, the worst of the worst. This is something that you and your group, your friends, everybody, your family, you talk about this stuff because it happens so often in a side-by-side. Keep your hands in, hold on to the steering wheel, cross your arms, do whatever you got to do in a rollover. Well, you know, like even Jeff said, I know that stuff. I was holding on to the wheel as hard as I could. But I think in the amount of rollovers and the speed that he was going, there was a sudden jolt. And he even said, I felt like my hand was just ripped off. And he didn't know where his hand was going. It just so happened ended up outside the window and pinched between the cage and the ground. So, you know, it's a very freak accident. It's very unfortunate. Man, this dude is just, I said in the post, he's tough as nails. And I'm telling you what he is. During the undressing and this whirlpool bath, like, I know that stuff hurts. I know it. I'm holding on to him. I can feel it in his muscles. And this dude is just, he's being so strong though for Den, you know, for himself, for us, for everybody. And I'll tell you what, I was telling Den downstairs when Jeff was going through that whirlpool bath, like, you know, when I grew up, I had He-Man.
He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe.
That was my dude. And I'll be honest now, it's Jeff, man. This dude is a He-Man. He is acting like a He-Man in every way, and I am so proud of him. And his mental state is just unbelievable, given the situation that he's dealing with. I mean, it's the truth, and that's how I feel about it. So, you know, say what you want. I'm super, super proud of him. Whether he decides to ride a side-by-side ever again, I don't know. His state he's in right now, I think he wants to sell it. And hey, I back him with whatever he wants to do. We don't know the state of the Razor. It might have a blown engine. There's some broken parts, obviously. If I got to freaking take care of it and fix it and do whatever we got to do to get it to where he can do what he wants to do with it, I'm going to do it. And that's just the way it's going to be. He might have insurance for that too. He might not. I don't know. We'll figure that out. It's been like the least of our concerns, but I'm gonna do whatever I got to do to help him do what he wants to do, and I'll stand behind him with whatever decisions he makes.
I love you so much.
You want to tell Jeff anything?
That you're one tough dude, man. I've seen this right from the beginning, and he's worried about everyone else and how everyone else is taking it, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Real tough.
he is. He's tough.
How you feeling today?
Good.
You're supposed to say, okay, here we go. How's your PMA?
My positive mental attitude is amazing. Hey,
Terrific.
How is your PMA?
I'm terrific. I'm terrific.
Just a little sleep here and there.
Oh,
Trying different ways to sleep.
yeah.
I don't think we're gonna do another update until probably Wednesday. Really, no need. And I don't know. I appreciate all you guys. Anybody that's watching them. Anybody that's been watching this or has watched this far into the video. Just appreciate you guys, big time. And have fun out there. Just be safe. Okay. See you soon.
2 days later.
All right, guys, we're back at the hospital now. Jeff is just going in for surgery, so they're prepping him as we speak, and I believe the surgery is going to be around 3 hours long. Hopefully everything goes well. They get that cadaver skin wrapped around the open wound, and he'll be ready to roll up out of here, get home, and be surrounded by some support from family and everybody that hasn't been able to be here. So really looking forward to that. I'm sure he is as well. He did that whirlpool bath yesterday, and I think it was a little more sensitive than the first go at it, but he got through it just like he's been with everything else. Been super tough and headstrong. We're gonna sit in the ICU waiting room, and the doctors will call throughout the surgery and after and give us updates and let us know how everything is going.
A little bit longer than a few minutes later.
So Jeff went in for his third surgery. So the middle finger and the index finger both have pins in them. So I put pins all the way in to 2 of them. They cut the pins short so the pins are not going out of the skin. He did leave the drain in just in case, as a precautionary measure, Muhog can decide what he would like to do with it from there. He covered it with borrowed skin, so cadaver skin. And now we just wait. He's going to get him in the hyperbarics chamber again tonight, and then try to get him in 2 more sessions tomorrow, and then that would put him at 8. Ideally they would like him at 10, but at least 8 is good. And then as long as that borrowed skin, if it does not stick, then it means it's still dirty and they're gonna have to go back in, get some more cleaning done. But if it does stick good enough to get him home, then we'll transport him home from there.
So how soon can he go home?
Pushing it Friday.
Latest Saturday?
Yeah, so we'll be able to get him home shortly.
Heck yeah. Exciting.
Good news.
Yep.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Great to be back and doing another video for you guys, and really appreciate you guys powering through that one, because I know that was kind of rough, just like the last video. If you haven't seen the last video, please go back and check that one out, because it'll explain a lot of what's going on in this video right here. Want to once again say thank you for you guys' continuous support through all of this. And we just want to kind of explain a couple things that happened in that video. There was a lot of talk about doing this stomach procedure. So basically what was supposed to happen was my hand was supposed to be basically cut into my stomach to help regrow some of that skin. We just know when we got back to Ohio to finish up my surgeries, there was already cadaver skin on there, and it wasn't the temporary cadaver skin, because everything was looking so good from doing hyperbaric chambers and everything that they just went ahead and went with the cadaver skin. So that's where we're at with that. Since the end of that last video, we have gone through 3 more surgeries. I've had one to take the pins that were put in this video. Had another surgery maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago where they took the scar tissue out. Right in there, because what was happening is my hand was closing up like this. And then my most recent surgery was I had my knuckles cut open. That way I can start to bend them. It's not quite there yet. It was just 2 weeks ago, but I can start to bend my fingers, so we're definitely getting there. The progress from my injury has been a little slower than we expected, but everything's going really, really well. My skin is healed up really nicely, getting my mobility back, and just trying to lead as normal of a life as possible. So I guess what we really want to get out of all these videos that you've been watching is the importance of safety. We've said it in every single video 5, 6, 7, 10 times, but we just want to make sure that really resonates with you guys. These videos aren't for any shock and awe value. This is really a teachable moment for everybody. So hopefully you'll be seeing me in another video riding real soon. You know, gripping and ripping. Maybe I'll do a little more gripping this time. So I want to say thank you to everybody for following us. If you do not follow us, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and go back and check out some of the videos that we've done before. They're really educational, and everybody will really enjoy them. So thank you very much. Bye, guys.